wonderful that the year is going by quickly and that somehow it's February and we have not had so much buzz like we had last year. Or am I the one thinking it? Because last year just started with full force, started with buzz, but this year has been quite cool, nice. I hope it is that for you too. Okay, let me really go into the topic of the day. So this month, the month of love, I want to take it upon myself to discuss about mental health because somehow, as much as there was love everywhere, everybody intimidating us, showing us shege with all of their parara and everything, I still got a lot of clients reach out to me saying that they are dealing with a lot. Like a lot of people have not either healed from the pressure from the previous years, or a lot of people are just I just want us to take that topic. So with me in the house today, I have a medical doctor. She's going to introduce herself. I just call her Dr. Ganiat. I don't know if that is right, Dr. Ganiat. Is that how you pronounce it? Is it Ganiat or Ganiat or Gani? You're welcome.
Oh, thank you so much, Toby. Yes, I'm Dr. Ganiat by name, and
Nice to meet you.
I am actually a specialist in traditional Chinese medicine.
Oh wow.
So I treat people with traditional Chinese medicine in my clinic. If you come there, you would always get treated with traditional Chinese medicine. So I love traditional medicine.
Wow.
Apart from being a medical doctor, I have to just switch
yes.
to alternative medicine
Alternative
because the
medicine.
world is going alternative, natural.
Exactly. I agree with you. And somehow, I don't know how. When I heard about you, there was the trado thing that connected me with you, and we run a spa here, and we do traditional, like it is my trado spa. That's what we call it. So I agree with you with the whole world going traditional because there's so much chemical diseases, everything caused by
Damages.
these days.
Yes.
So it's good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
How was your February?
Well, it's still going on fine, and I think we are moving on.
How did
2025.
Nobody intimidated you.
For me, I always don't, put it in mind. People intimidating
Anybody.
My own is do your own, I do my own.
Fantastic.
I don't look at what every other person is doing. The only thing I pick from it is the positive aspect.
Do you know? Because I really wish people can see it in that light. Like, stop thinking, you look at somebody's life is going on brightly. Think of how that brightness can affect your own, how you can reflect, how you can emulate the good side, not the negative. Like, we're so quick to bring down people. You see somebody doing it, it can be fake like that.
For me, I look at it as being positive. Anything that comes my way, the first thing I think of is the positivity in it. I don't look like my friends will say, Ele, you on your own. She doesn't think. And sincerely, it's been helping me. It has been helping. And that's when my friends will come and say, hey, come, how are you doing it? The only thing I tell them is just look at the positive side of everything that comes your way.
Brilliant.
Don't look at the negative aspect. Immediately you are thinking of the negative aspect, then you are killing yourself.
Because you start bringing all the toxicity. You start asking different questions. How are they able to get this and me I'm not getting it? Do I have two heads? God, I beg. You'll be doing.
That is it.
So it's just ridiculous. And to top it up, that has just narrowed down the reason for today's topic because it is dealing with a lot of people more than they even imagine.
That's it. And many people don't even know they are dealing with it.
They don't know you are dealing with because that's why I want you to enlighten us. Just tell us, somehow, tell us the reason for mental health really. Like, why do people find themselves in a mental health issue?
In holistically, mental health has to do with the way you think, the way the way you perceive things, and the way you feel about a particular thing, about a particular situation.
Okay.
And then your thinking, your behavior towards that particular thing, your reactions
towards it.
Right. is just what mental health is.
Okay.
So it's not left for you to say, oh, I want to see things in this particular way or the other way.
Okay.
I want to see it in the positive way or in the negative way. Or reactions. How do I react to a particular situation that comes my way?
At what point, sorry to cut in, like at what point does it become an issue, like mental health issue?
Oh, okay. There are some symptoms that you see in somebody that is having mental health issues.
Okay.
And in most cases, they don't even get to know by themselves that they're having those issues. Like cases of depression. When somebody comes to you and says, I'm just depressed. You know, because the person will be finding it so difficult to, understand so many things. And the person is just struggling with everything that comes his or her way. So with that, you see that this person is depressed. Although for some people, they might not even come out to you that they are depressed.
They just withdraw. You
just see that they are withdrawing from the society. There are some things that they love doing before. You just see that they are withdrawing. Yeah, there's a switch, and sometimes they have this mood swing. They are doing something, and immediately maybe they just switch, and you'll be like, oh, okay,
this is odd.
This is odd, and something is going on. Yes. And in most cases, we have to just see how we can call them to order to see that something is actually going on before it gets worse. And sometimes stress. Some people will just be getting stressed. Any little thing, they are stressed. They will just keep telling you, I'm stressed. And then you ask them that,
what did you do?
I mean, what's the thing that made you stressed? They are unable to explain.
They can't put one or two.
They can't put it together.
They're just mentally
those
drained.
Are part of the signs that you see that makes you know that this person is actually going through kind of mental health issue. And also trauma. Any little thing can just trigger that trauma and the person is gone. So depression, stress, trauma, makes you know that this person is going through kind of mental health issue.
So there was a lady that reached out to me. It was 2 weeks ago. I think it was the week of Valentine, and that was why I think there is a lot of societal validation that can affect this whole mental way of thinking or behavior. She reached out to me and then she was lamenting. She was just, all she was saying wasn't making sense. Like she just kept saying that she just doesn't know that a man is just is changing, is giving her wrong vibes. I said, what do you mean by wrong vibes? What can you give an example? I don't even know. That he calls me and then he starts nagging me and then I can't even pace it. And that's me without doing anything. He just gives me the wrong vibe. I said, has he always been like this? He said he has his way of expressing himself, and she couldn't put it together. And I'm like, I think you also are dealing with something. Like she couldn't place what is wrong. Before I knew it, she started crying. And that's just one out of many issues that we've had in the last 30 days. A lot of people under pressure and they can't even place it what is wrong. How can we deal with people like that?
First of all, you need, for people like that, you need to let them, understand. You need to educate them on what mental health is. Okay. That they themselves have to see that, am I thinking right? Am I responding properly to this situation? Right. Because sometimes something might be happening and then the person that is doing that particular action might not even know that is given a very wrong way. And you are interpreting it, oh, why is this person behaving like this? And that person might have so many reasons for doing that. But you are looking at it as, this is awkward. No, this is not this person.
Right.
And so many things must have happened for that person to behave that way. Let the person know at first that you need to have this good communication. If for that kind of a person that has called you has sat down with a spouse or with a partner and they've discussed it, she would have, figured out what must have been causing his own reactions. But if that does not happen, then how will she know? She will just keep assuming, and then with that, she can get into depression.
Wow.
And that's the way it happens.
And that's so scary, because once you get into depression, it takes
a
long
lot.
time.
Because even if you are taking medications, that's when we say you need professional advice. Yes. Because you can't just keep managing it yourself, and the person might, land in the psychiatry.
Wow.
If the person does not manage it well.
Are you for real? Depression gets that intense?
Yes.
I never knew.
It gets that intense that if you don't manage it well, then the person. So one has to be very, very careful not to fall into that.
I don't know. I just think it's the pressure. I just think there's a lot of pressure. Let's take for instance social media. Like there are a lot of people putting up. I'm not against content that you put up on social media. Everybody, like you say, when you see a video or you see a picture, you pick the positive part of it, or you would act on positive, sorry. But some people are excessive about what they put on social media, and then it goes back to affect people that are viewing. You are seeing something, like you get to a particular stage in your life and you expect to have done like A, B, C, D, and then you've done only maybe A, and then you now see somebody that is way younger than you that has done D, E, F, G, H up to Z, and then you're like, what's going on? How can you work on your mindset? How can you work on your mental state not to absorb something that would affect your reasoning? Like, it is almost impossible for you to see some things and then be like, well, I'm doing good, well, my own time will come, because some come in
unconsciously. And yes, that boils down to you yourself.
Right.
Everything about mental health is you, not the other person. Not what you're saying. The social media, I tell you that anytime I go to Instagram or Facebook, I just go there to say, okay, what's new?
Right.
What's the positive part that I can pick? I don't go there to see, let me see.
Person's like better.
No.
Gossip.
So you need to just really work on yourself.
Right.
Because you cannot stop what other people do.
And you can't control it.
You cannot control it. The only thing you can control is yourself.
Right.
Your thinking. Right. Your action towards that thing. So the only thing is just be positive. Don't let social media can be crazy, can twist your brain if you are not careful. And if you feel you cannot just absorb everything that is going on there, then stay away from it.
I say it, shut it down. You don't have to be there. You genuinely don't have to be there.
It's not compulsory you go on social media. Nobody is forcing
your
you.
Mental health.
I have so many people that don't have any Facebook page or Instagram page.
Oh, yes, and they're doing well.
Yes,
they're doing well.
WhatsApp status, they don't view it.
They don't view it.
They see it as
distractions.
Because they feel there's nothing they want to gain from it.
There was a time, a friend of mine, I'm sure she would watch this and then she would laugh. She didn't know that I was noticing her. She was dealing with a lot, and then she deactivated all her socials. Deactivated Twitter, Instagram, all of it. Even WhatsApp, you have to call her.
Sorry to cut you. When we are talking about the social media, there is a positive aspect and the negative aspect. Right. I just spoke about the negative aspect that makes you go crazy, that can change everything about you and then change your thinking. At the same time, we have the positive part. You can get to learn a lot. So you cannot completely shut yourself from it, because there are a lot that you can learn.
Exactly.
And sometimes when you are going through a lot, going through the social media can
just lift your spirit.
And then you just keep smiling. And then you are removing those negativities from your.
I agree with you.
So that's the positive aspect. Sometimes when I feel maybe I'm stressed, I just came back from work and then I need to relax, I see it as a form of relaxation.
Exactly.
I just sit down with the phone And as I'm scrolling through, I'm off. I've gone.
You've gone. So it's your own lullaby.
Yes.
Some of us can't sleep.
You understand? So I only see that I'm off.
Scrolling through.
And at the same time, to just, take off some things from the edge.
I get you.
Going through the social media can be positive
And
if
negative.
you want to see it as being positive. And at the same time, you can see it as being negative.
She was off social media for months. And then at some point she now started, coming back into it, or she started with YouTube. So she was learning, like you said, the positive. She wanted to go into a particular line of career, so she started with YouTube, and she was learning. And with the way social media is, everything links. So she started. They will direct you. You can click on this link to check my TikTok. Listen to one more information. Check here. So she started going to website. Before I knew, she came back to social media. That was when I brought it up that you are back. Said that she had to. But now she's back properly. She will know how to guide her thoughts rightly, because she really dealt with a lot. And nobody knew she was even off social media. That's another thing. If you think, that's what I tell you, if you think genuinely you are dealing with a lot, you can pull back. Just take a bow for a short while. Heal. It will help you guide, right? It will help you guide your thoughts right. You can now plan. You can say from so time to this I will be here, and then I will be here. You can plan your time, because we get carried away with these things.
Because I'll tell you that there are some patients that will come to my clinic, and I'll tell them, I'm not going to give you any medications, because what you only need to do is to change your thinking. You understand? Like, a patient came to me one time and she was having high blood pressure, and after taking her history, I saw that she actually does not need any medication. And when I gave her advice on what to do, and she called me after 2 months, and she was like, she's fine.
She's fine. Can you imagine?
You see?
So, I deal with that a lot with my clients, because I deal with sexuality, and as a therapist, they want you to provide solution. There's a theory part, there's a practical part, and they want you to provide. And I'll be like, what you're dealing with is psychological. You just need to work on your psychological mind. You say, no, that I was not like this before. I need something that can help me perform better. I need something. You need to calm down. It could be stress. It is not what I would give you that would tackle. It's not like I don't know what to give you, but it's just a temporary thing. You need a fix. I don't want you to keep coming back to me all the time. Just need to relax, work on either stress, work on your diet, so many things could cause it.
Yes.
That's it. I agree with you, Jerry. I think I should be a medical doctor too.
Because like men that do have erectile dysfunction,
yes.
I've dealt with some of them that they have to take any medications.
So many.
Because the mental health is
very
important.
It is
because they already have this bad mindset, and for a man that already has this bad mindset about his wife, and anytime he sees her, he's already off.
He's off.
How will he does not have any feelings for her, and he feels she has really hurt him, and he can't really get over it. I said, how would your pee come up when you are already, anytime you see her, and then
what medication do I want to give you that will heal your mind?
I will tell you that
there's no medication for your mind.
So you just have to go back and then remove everything that is making you feel hurt about her.
Yeah.
And even for every treatment, the first thing we do is to counsel our patients.
I believe
that number one, you have to believe in whatever you want to take. Number two, you have to do exercise. Number three, good diet. If you are not eating right,
it won't work.
It won't work. Even for the mental health aspect, good diet is very, very important.
Very important.
Because we are talking about the brain here.
Yes.
And the brain needs a lot of vitamins and minerals that can work perfectly to put the brain in order.
Wow, I agree with you. And then there was sometimes you mentioned stress the other time, that stress could also affect the mental health. Like we are all dealing with a lot. The economy has made it so we are dealing with a lot, and that alone is pressure. is there a way we can advise the workspace, like our so-called 9 to 5 people that have 9 to 5? Is there a way they can put up something that could ease off stress, so that there is workload and then there is pressure? Is there an advice? Is there any advice you give for the workspace, how the workspace can create a healthy environment for their workers, for their employee?
Well, one of the major ways that I feel the workplace can do is giving them the right education.
Okay.
Because part of the things that causes stress is when you are not well educated on what to do. Some people will be carried away 9 to 5 and then they are not eating right. Sometimes we get to some organizations and then when we do health talk, some will say from morning till evening I just get to eat once, and then the breakfast is taken around 1 o'clock. When you're taking your breakfast around 1 o'clock, then it would affect your mental health.
Yes.
So giving them break to make sure that they are eating right, giving them the right education is something that I think can really assist in the workplace.
Yes, because their productivity is reduced, and then because they want to meet target, they are overworking themselves to be productive.
That's it. And then the self-care. Give them this education about self-care, taking good care of yourself.
So,
The little break that they would always have, they should make judicious use of it.
So food at the right time is important. Their lifestyle. They should educate them on proper
self-care.
That is really important. Like self-care, give them time to even pamper themselves.
Yes.
I know some organizations do this, like they award best employee of the month. They can give you a spa treat.
Yes.
They can give you a movie ticket, something to cool off.
That's
encourage them.
Yes,
Just encourage them. They are working a lot, and because whatever stress they bring from work, they bring it home, and then it affects their social behavior. It affects their health. So many things just goes wrong, and then it keeps depleting before you know it, they crash.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I've learned so much today. One take that I'm taking home, I don't know about you, it is you come first. Your health come first. So you must guide your mental health. You must protect yourself. What you absorb, take it in a positive way. And what you dispense, what you bring out to make it positive. By that you are easing off toxic. You are helping the brain to function properly. Thank you so much, Dr. Daniel. This is really awesome. Like, I enjoyed myself and I learned a lot. I hope you guys did too. Please don't forget to like, share, follow, and comment. Till we see next time, it is Auntie Toby Talks. I always ask that you should suggest topic, what you want us to talk about the next episode, and I will respond to you. Till we meet again, it's Auntie Toby Talks. Bye.